Okay, hello and welcome to Just Like Me. I'm very excited this Friday afternoon in September. We're very close to the fall equinox here in the Northern Hemisphere, so it's a special afternoon for me and evening for my friend Diane, also a fellow Canadian. We're on the opposite ends of the coast here. Uh, Diane is on the East Coast in Kentville, Nova Scotia, and I am on the West Coast on where am I? I'm in Victoria, BC. So we're on the opposite ends of the country, but we're both Canadian. So it's great to have you with us today, Diane. Thank you so much for agreeing to do this.
Great. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too. I'm looking forward to our time together.
Yes.
So, we always start this interview by asking you how you came here. How did you find out about Namaste Yoga? And then what made you decide to take that leap from doing the Namaste Yoga classes to deciding to become a member of our community?
Okay. I found out about you. I was at work one day, and I was I think it's been 3 years. I think it's because I started in June. I think I joined up with you in June of 2012. And I was talking to one of my coworkers, and I said, I really would like to find on online a nice, a good video program to start doing yoga. And she came right out of the blue and she said, try Melissa West. Go in and go melissawest.com. So I said, okay, that sounds easy. She goes, yeah, I've done some of her videos and I think you'd really like her. And so I went home and I did the YouTube and I did some of the videos, and at the end of every video that you had, obviously you said, you can join the membership, and within 2 weeks I was like, okay, I want to join, just that fast, right? So then I, of course, got a hold of you and Tim, and you both helped me get joined up, and yes, and I have been going strong with you ever since. And I was just saying, thinking all these thoughts in my head today, just all random thoughts. Just thinking, way back when I first started, there was hardly any yoga around the valley, but now it's just exploding around here right now.
Yeah.
But I still prefer to come to you every week. I do go out and I do the odd yoga class, like you recommend, just
It is great.
to get just person to person classes occasionally, which I do about once a month. But anyways, I was thinking to myself, when I started, I didn't know anything about yoga. I knew a downward facing dog, and that was about it. and I said, and since then, in the 3 years, I have learned 98% of what I know from you.
Oh, that's great. And I know, what's really great too, I think, I think it's great that you go to classes in your community too, and you've also become really involved in your community with the yoga festival in your community as well. So I think a lot of times, and you can tell me more about this, I don't want to put words into your mouth, but I know that a lot of times we hear from our students and our members that they find a lot of confidence by doing classes at home, and then it gives them the confidence to go out and do classes because they can go into a class and know that, they know what's happening and they know what's going on, and so they don't need to feel like they don't know what's going to be happening next, or they're not going to feel foolish in a class because they know what's happening. So
and that's really helped me a lot. Like, they had yoga in the park all summer here for free, once a week, every Wednesday. So I only missed a couple of them, and it was nice to go there, and you had confidence to go there, and there was all kinds of people, and just from all I've learned from you and going there, I knew how to fit in and know what the instructor was talking about and stuff. So
yeah, it's good to have that base level knowledge, I think, because then and also it's great to get that check in with the teacher. But then it is also great to just have that confidence to know that, hey, I'm okay, and I know I'm going to be able to look after myself no matter what in this class too, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
in-person classes can be really big too. Sometimes, I know in cities
Yes.
especially, I remember back when I was teaching in Toronto, especially at the university, they would put me in classes with 50 people in them. I would be
Yes.
teaching classes with 50 people in them, and it was like, oh my God, like I can't possibly manage everything that's happening in this class. It's ridiculous. So it's good to have that knowledge base when you go into a class. And I know a lot of people say to me that they feel like it's just me and them in the living room, and it is. It is
Yes.
just you and I in the living room. Or you and I, and if you do it with your one other family member or something like that. But it is a lot, in a lot of ways it can be a lot more personal than what's happening in a classroom, right?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yes. There's a small uh, yoga studio here in Kentville that I like to go to, like when they don't have these other things going on, and there's only 8 or 9 people there, the most. It's very small. It's called My Yoga Space, and I really have kind of favored that one compared to the bigger studios. There's another studio here. It's called the Yoga Barn, and she does hot yoga, and I went there a few times and was too overwhelmed. There was
Yeah.
just so many people, and they were just like inches apart. And I said, it's wonderful what she's doing, but I'm glad I found this other little studio to go to once or twice a month. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a good point too when you're choosing your in-person classes. This is a good conversation to be having, I think, because it comes up a bit. Like here in Victoria too, I go to classes too, and recently when I first came here, I went to a studio for a while, and then I ended up choosing a registered class over a studio class because the studio class was always changing. It was kind of a rotating door, and there were always different people in the class, and sometimes they were very busy, and then sometimes they were empty, but there wasn't ever this consistent group that I was going to be doing classes with and growing with. Whereas with the registered class, there's a set number of people in the
Yeah.
class, and we're kind of progressing as a group more. It does change somewhat, but not as often, not as much as that drop-in studio class where the energy can be really erratic. So it's really important to, just if you have one bad negative experience in an online class or in an in-person class, to keep trying. And
Sure.
yeah, because even where you live in a smaller community, there is choice now, and you can
Yes.
try out a bunch of different things until you find that good fit. And you'll know, just like you guys have found online, when you find that teacher that feels right and feels like a good fit. Yeah. Yeah.
It's you.
Yeah, and it does feel right. And then it's like anything else, like we've been talking a lot here in the membership site lately. You don't have to keep searching anymore. You can just settle and let that be your home base. You don't have to, it's not, the grass isn't greener. You can just settle and make that your home. And that's how it was for me in Toronto when I found Esther Myers. It was great, and I was able to just settle there. And that's how it's been now that I found my teacher here. I can just settle in with that. So, yeah. So I'm glad we had that discussion, because I think it's an important one for people to hear. It is important to go to in-person classes. It's great to do classes in your home. There's a lot of benefits to that, and it is good to get out too. It is good
Yeah.
to get out and see a teacher and talk to real human beings as well. We talk too on the membership site, but
Oh.
it's good for somebody to see your body from time to time as well. Make sure you're not doing anything really funky and pigeon pose or
Yes.
something like that. Yeah. So when you're on the membership site, this is fun. I love this part of the interview when people give us kind of a tour of the membership site through their eyes, where they like to spend a lot of time on the membership site. So where can we find you when you're in the membership site?
Well, the first thing I have on my list is what's new. Whenever I go into it, into the membership site, I always go to what's new first, or I have been in the last few months,
Hmm.
and just check out what people are doing on, like, because it's like fresh, right? Like,
Can I ask you a question first? Are you looking at the screen right now?
yes,
Okay, all right. It says, okay, great. Okay, so what's new?
yes, yeah, just
Yeah.
go in and just see what the members are chatting about and stuff. See Michelle Israel, I think her name is on a lot, and Ivy and Hannah, or not Ivy so much, but Hannah, and all the girls that love to chat on there a lot, and chat and Fiona. I guess Fiona has
Yeah.
chats on the what's new.
Ivy's on a lot. Ivy just posted today that she does the devotionals, and
Mhm.
she just posted that she's been doing the devotionals for 2 years now. So
Wow.
yeah, that's a big accomplishment.
I love her. I love her too, for
Yeah.
sure. Yes.
Yeah, this is a great place to come when you are new and you want to feel like you want to connect to what's happening and
Yes.
feel like you're part of the group.
Yep.
Then you can just
Great place.
plug in here and see this is what's new, what's current, what's happening, and then you could just plug into these posts, and it's a great place to come. It's a great tip.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely. Okay, the next one, weekly challenge.
Yes,
Love
the
that one, and
weekly
the new version of weekly challenge is just fantastic.
Yeah, this is, I think on our last motivation meetup, I think the weekly challenge was like the top viewed forum on our membership site. Yeah, as far as statistics. So, and recently, I think when Ulrika came on or close to that, maybe it was maybe last year around, maybe it was the beginning of this year when we did one of the retreats. This is how we used to set up the retreats, or we still do set up the retreats, where all the videos are right in here with it. And I don't know what triggered us to do this for the weekly challenges, but so many people were commenting on how this was such an easy way to look at the retreats. So when you come here, all the videos are right here, everything's right here. You don't have to leave the page.
Mhm.
It just makes it so easy. So
Yeah,
people love that.
especially during the week when you're really busy and
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
And what we do is we put shorter videos for during the week,
Mhm.
and then the longer videos are on the weekend because most people have to get their kids off to school during the week or go to work during the week, and then they have a little more time on the
Yeah.
weekends. And so we set it up like that for you, and it tends to be a real hopping place. And the people that run it are usually quite plugged into what's happening in the community, and
Yeah.
uh, they create themes around what's going
Mhm.
on. So this week, for example, I did it around. It really took the theme of what we're doing with the Namaste classes deeper. And from what I understand, Ulrika is going to be carrying that forward in the next few weeks as well.
Oh, that'll be great. Yeah, I've been doing it this week, following you this week, and it's been wonderful. And I loved the last couple of weeks
With Hannah,
with Hannah. Oh, yes,
the koshas.
oh yes, it was great. What it just, I just find they're just amazing doing the koshas. Yeah.
Yeah, the koshas was great. And the neat thing about that that's been interesting, I think there's a really interesting thing happening in our culture where there's this a really cool thing happening where there's this desire, I think, to spend more time on things. So even though we're kind of pressed for time,
Mm-hmm.
there's also a desire to spend more time on things. So there's that kind of split thing happening.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the things that we've done recently that's worked really well on the weekly challenge is we're still giving you shorter videos for the days of the week, but we're saying, okay, well, instead of just doing this for 1 week, how about we do it for more than 1 week? So Hannah did this challenge for 2 weeks, and over the summer, I had you guys staying with the theme for 4 weeks. We actually,
I did that.
yeah.
It was
How
one.
was that?
Oh, it was great. I loved it. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was wonderful.
because it really lets you go deep with it, and
Hmm. Hmm.
because it's different from week to week to do the same, it becomes a really deep practice then
Hmm.
to
Like you
do.
said, I think you were mentioning with the coaches that you can do them for years and years and years, and still learn
For
from them.
sure. Right? Because if you think about it, so the koshas are the layers of your body. So there's your physical, your energetic, your emotional, your mental, and your spiritual bodies.
Mhm.
And of course, when you're practicing and tuning into those layers of your body, if you did it over years and years, those parts of your body are not going to be the same over years and years, right? You guys, so many people have been commenting lately, I think, because we have years of videos now, that how much I've changed, right? Well, of course, my physical body, you guys can see that my physical
Yeah.
body is different now than it was 8 years ago, than it was 5 years ago. So of
Mhm.
course my energetic body is going to be different. Yesterday I did the day of silence, and I couldn't believe how fast I talked in my videos 8 years ago compared to now. So
Yeah.
my energetic body
Yeah.
is completely different now
Yeah.
than it was then.
Yeah.
So things change. So of course your experience of your coach is going to be different
Yeah.
day to day, week to week, month to month, year to year. So that's the value in repeating the classes.
Yeah. It's so interesting. It's also it's like me. I want to just absorb everything, right? And you can't, right? And I just want to know everything. The more I learn from you and the membership site, the more I can't get enough. Can't,
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's great when we take the time, like with a weekly challenge, to do this kind of slow simmer or like a crock pot and just sit and soak in it, or like a nice hot bath and just, yeah, spend time with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, the weekly challenge is great, and for new people, well, for new people it's great, but also if you look at the people that come and do the weekly challenge, it's
Hmm.
it's members that have been around for a while too.
For
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, cool.
Hmm. So
What
onward
else do you want to
next.
show us? Yeah,
The meditation with Michelle.
the meditation group. Okay, yeah. So that's also in the daily section. Meditation group. Okay, so this is week 50. Well, she's been doing it. Well, we're getting a lot of anniversaries right now. Week 52. That's a year, too. So tell us a bit about your meditation practice then.
Okay. I've been meditating coming up to 2 years now, every single day. I haven't only missed maybe one or two. Right at the present moment, I generally do Deepak Chopra, his
Mm-hmm.
little videos that he has, or not videos, but tapes that he has,
Mm-hmm.
just how I end with you, of course, when you have your meditations. And I like going on and sending Michelle threads, and she's been sending me threads, and we've been chatting. And at some point, we want to Skype together and have a chat. And I love her messages that she sends out every month, and so that's what I've been doing with the meditation section.
Yeah, Michelle's a lovely soul. She's she has a fabulous meditation practice. Tim, she has a wonderful meditation practice,
Mhm.
and she's incredible at supporting our community
Yes.
in their meditation practice, and her reflections are really beautiful too. And meditation can be a quiet practice, a
Mhm.
solitary practice, and so it's great to have this section of our community to support each other in our
I
practice.
I really love meditating. I was just going to ask you, how long do you meditate? Like each day? Like I don't know if I'm meditating long enough because these little CDs he has are like 10 to 12 minutes
Yeah,
every day. Or do you?
yeah. So my teacher recommends 24 minutes a
Mm-hmm.
day, but um, your energy cycle goes in 12-minute cycles. So that 24 minutes is like the basis, but you can also have it, or so you can add 12 minutes to it, or you see what I'm saying? So you can
Mm-hmm.
do it for, so that doesn't surprise me that probably if you look at Deepak's, they're probably around 12 minutes. I could be
Right,
right.
right. Sometimes 15, but yeah.
Yeah, so they're probably around that 12-minute mark because
Yeah.
they honor that 12-minute cycle.
Yes.
So you can start with 12 minutes. So I sit for 24
Yes.
because it honors that energy
Yes.
cycle. But 12 is great too. I think it's great.
Mm-hmm.
It's just having that practice where you take that time to withdraw your senses and doing it on a consistent basis. That's the
Yes.
main thing.
I really, really love meditating. Just really love it. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah, I love it too. It's
done
a lifeline for
wonders.
me. Pardon?
It's done wonders for me.
Yeah, yeah. Tell me about what it's brought for you to enjoy.
Just I find it's bringing me spiritually, like just spiritually, it's uh, brought me closer to my spirit, and just I just focus on my spirit more when I meditate in the morning, and I'll do the meditation, and of course I'm right there, and then I'll go out into the day, and every once in a while I'll just take deep breaths and just focus inward, which of course I never did before until I started meditating. So it's great. I love
Yeah, I find that too. For me, that's the main reason. It connects me really deeply with my
it.
spirit
Yes.
too. Um, I find this year I've had really deep spiritual experiences
Mhm.
meditating. There have also been some real dry patches too.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
won't lie, because when you do it every day, there are days when you sit there and nothing happens. But
I find that when I first started meditating 2 years ago, of course, I had thoughts by the thousands going through my head, but now I don't have as many, and they're getting fewer and fewer and fewer, which is great because that's when you really feel great when you don't have all these thoughts. You have fewer thoughts going through your mind. You still have the thoughts, but
yeah, and I find some days I'll I'm surprised I'll sit down and I will have busy minds still.
yeah,
But then there are days, yeah, I do agree with you too.
fewer, fewer.
There are a lot.
Yeah,
My
compared to
mind
when I
is,
first started.
yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah, I was on this. I made this commitment last year when my teacher did a retreat to meditate every day. I mean, I have a very consistent practice, but then I would take a day off here and there if I had a migraine, or if I a weekend or something like that. I said, well, that's it. I'm just going to practice every day. And so I made a commitment to practice 365 days. And I was really on track. I was at 280 days.
Yeah.
And then just recently I forgot a day.
Oh no.
Yeah. And I was devastated.
Yes. Oh.
But the thing is that what I realized out of that experience is, and then I got back onto my cushion for day one again, it really wasn't day one again, because all 280 days, they were really inside me still. Like I sat down and it wasn't like starting at day
Yeah.
one again at all, right? It
Yeah.
was really like starting at day 282, right? Because all of that experience was very much inside of me. So I know what you mean about it's not like at the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, like I said, I'm coming up to 2 years next month, and I just love it. I could not do it. Like it's just something I'll do for the rest of my life.
Yeah, and I think it's one of those things where, with the yums and the niyams, one of the niyams is tapas and discipline. It's one of those things where it really does take discipline to come to your cushion, especially at the beginning,
Yeah.
because it's not actually that, I think, like at the beginning when you sit down, you're confronted with all your thoughts, you're confronted with all your emotions, and it kind of is pretty icky at the beginning
Mm-hmm.
for a lot of people to be
Yeah.
present with their thoughts at the
Mm-hmm.
beginning. But over time, it's such a deeply nourishing practice to
Oh,
sit in stillness.
It's just, yeah, it's amazing. It's
Yeah, I can't wait to get out of bed in the morning to
Oh,
sit
me
on the
too. And
cushion.
you know, it's so funny because when you talk about your routine, it's like almost so similar to my routine.
Yeah.
I get up at 4:30 every morning,
Yeah,
and
tell me about your morning routine. I love hearing about people's morning
I get
routine.
up at 4:30 and I plug the kettle in,
Yeah.
shower, and then I get out of the shower, dry my hair, blah blah blah, and then I after I've done all that, I come in and I turn on the computer, do my tapping with Melissa. We're here every
Oh,
morning.
you do
I know I can
tapping.
do it without the video, but it's
Yeah.
just something I just like to just see you in the morning, right? So I turn you on and I do my tapping and and just listen to your little video every morning, and then I I did the 40-day Kriya there with the bowing. I did that for 40
Nice.
days. Just get over
Tell
that.
me about that. How is that doing that
Oh,
the
it was
40
wonderful.
days?
It was great. I
Like, what
loved
did you
it.
see from at the end of it? What did you feel like you took away from that?
Um, I just felt, I felt really happy and just that calmness, peacefulness, like, and didn't feel no heavy feeling at all. Like, like some days you have heavy feelings and stuff, but I just found that it was just, it really helped me on a day-to-day basis whenever I just felt really good every day doing it.
That
Yes.
was we should show people where that is because we put it in the membership site.
Hmm.
That was the bowing Kriya?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I believe we put that in the 5-minute video section, which is with the short videos. And it's in Amanda's Take 5 section, which I've Amanda sent me an email a while ago. She's like, somebody's putting videos in my section. I'm like, is that okay? That's me. Maybe it's at the top. Bowing. Yeah. So here it is right here. This is what we're talking about. And it's just an excerpt from Namaste Yoga 286. People asked about it. And so Tim took it out of the video and put it up there for you so that you would have it. And it's really just sitting from kneeling and bowing. Yeah,
Yes, that's great.
that's cool that you did that. Okay, so you did that.
Mhm.
Continue on with your morning routine. You haven't told
Okay,
us your
and
whole
so
morning
then
routine.
I get my lemon water.
Yep, gotta
And
have the lemon water.
yes, and I start drinking that, and then I come in and I'll do my meditation,
Hmm.
and yeah, carry on with the rest of my day. But yes, and now this week I've decided that I usually when I do my yoga, I used to come home after work and do it every day. But now I've decided to switch it up a little bit, and I've been doing it, fitting it into my morning, like before I go to work. So this week has been kind of a new way of doing my yoga. Like on the weekends, I do my longer videos, and on days off that I have, like where a vacation day or something,
Yeah.
I'll do like an hour long video
Yeah.
plus because I like to do the slow mo. Uh,
The slow mo ball.
like I want to get into that practice of doing the slow mo ball. Plus, when I get my foam over, which I'm ordering hopefully very soon in the next couple of weeks, it's been on my list.
Yeah.
I want to do that every day because I love the concept of what you're telling us it does for your body, right?
Yeah.
I really do. So I incorporate, I'm going to start incorporating the slow mo ball instead of after work. I'm going to start incorporating it in the morning. And then
Yeah.
when I come home at night, I'll do a half hour practice of something else.
Our
But,
mornings sound like so similar.
and you know what else is funny? I have to tell you this. John does all our laundry here too.
The girl.
He
We're
does it
living
all.
like a
And
parallel life on the opposite
when you
sides of the
said that
coast.
Tim did all your laundry, I said, we have so much in common and we don't even know it. Yeah. Yeah. And he folds. He's a perfect folder.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
yeah, I haven't quite got Tim to that
No.
point. Sometimes, sometimes.
But yeah, John loves doing laundry. But
That's
yeah, that's
great.
kind of my morning. And then I go off and do my work day. And then come home and fit a little yoga in. And I love the days when I can, my typical day, like say a vacation day, I'll get up in the morning and get started and do my meditation and my tapping and that, and then I'll do my slow-mo ball, and then in the afternoon I'll do an hour video of you, and I just love to, that's when I really fill up with yoga, is when I have like a whole day off. Yeah.
It's nice having a longer day, isn't it?
Yeah. Like a day when everything's closed and I don't have any errands to run and stuff. Yeah, it's great. Yeah. But,
So what are some of your favorite videos then?
Okay, well, let's see. I love the Warrior's Heart, and I love doing the moon salutations. I love, yeah.
Okay, so Warrior's Heart is in the long video section. Actually, that's in the weekly challenge this week. So, but I'll just show you where it is in the long video section. That was one of my, that came from a challenging time in my life that I spoke of in this. Well, I don't know if I really talked about the dark night of the soul this week, but it came out of a difficult time in my life, and it meant a lot to me. It's from Jack Kornfield's concept of the warrior's heart. Here it is. It's a just over 45-minute class. It's a really beautiful class.
It is very beautiful class.
Jack Kornfield is just an incredibly poetic man, and this concept of loosening the armor from our heart and breaking down the armor that builds up around our heart. If you wanted like shorter classes around those themes, the forgiveness series is really good for that too.
Oh, okay. I'll have to.
For anybody who's thinks like they don't have time for a 45-minute class, and maybe during the week. I'm just thinking now, I find myself going to the forgiveness series a lot, like during the week when I have to get my daughter to school, and I think that's why I pull a lot from Jack Kornfield's teachings in those ones too. Just made that connection now. So the moon salutation classes in the like in the insomnia series, the daytime one, is that the one you like?
I think so. Yes. Yeah.
So that one's actually, it's a long class, but it's in the short video section. Just to keep you on your toes. So that's in the insomnia series. Which is here, and it's the daytime series. So it's a class that was designed to help discharge excessive energy. But it's a nice version of, is that the version where it's not a straight version, is it? It's like, it goes back and forth, doesn't it, kind of?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's a really interesting version of moon salutations too.
Yeah. I like salutations all the way around. Like salutations are some of my favorites, like any of the ones that you've had on your site and stuff.
Do you like Lisa's then? Lisa Kerr's, the sun salutation?
Yes.
Yeah, if you like flow classes, then you'll like in the long video section we filmed with Lisa Kerr when I lived in Ontario.
Yes.
She's an Ashtanga teacher, and she did a great Ashtanga primary series for us with the sun salutations. So if you like flow classes, she's just brilliant instructor.
I think I've done that one.
Yeah, that's great.
I remember doing that one. Yes. Yeah, I do. Yeah, that was great. That was really great.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure there's a playlist with the moon salutations in it too, if you wanted to look for that too, in the playlist section. Yeah.
Yes. So, anyway, yes, I'm very much into the slow-mo ball, and I'm looking forward to get my foam roller, and the postures and the pranayams. Oh, the ones, the cat and cow, the latest one too.
Yeah, the cat pose series. Yeah.
Yes, the what is it?
The neck, back, and nervous system.
Oh,
classes.
yes, and Chinese.
Chinese medicine one.
Yeah, and also the
So this was the
brain.
one.
The brain one.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the Chinese medicine one was the one where we did the acupuncture on the hands and the feet.
Hmm.
And that one just blew my mind too, even though
Um,
even though I had done it and tested it before.
hmm.
And then when I filmed it, it was like, oh my God. And then the breathing practice with it.
Oh,
If
yes.
you want to change your life or like do a reset to bring harmony to your life in 10 minutes,
Hmm.
and you only have 10 minutes, this is your class.
It's great.
It's a gem of a little class. And then the other one that you're talking about is the brain and nervous
Hmm.
system for your spine. And again, this is another one that is, now how long is this class? This is 33 minutes. But this one will blow your mind because, and this is the kind of stuff that we're going to keep bringing to you, because this will show you how, welcome to the brain. This will show you how with restorative yoga, with props, it's actually your fast track to flexibility. So you can set yourself up in a restorative posture, hang out there for a while, come back, and you can see how your body really just lets go. Your nervous system completely relaxes, and you have more flexibility than you did just 3 minutes earlier. So when you come and you stretch a muscle, like actually just your whole nervous system goes, I don't think so. But when you do a restorative pose and your body completely relaxes and lets go, then there's so much more fluidity and flexibility that can happen. And I think it's going to be amazing. I mean, I wish I could give you guys all everything right away, but we live in this thing called linear time where things take time. So I think it's going to be amazing over time for you guys to experience these classes where we do use the props and restorative yoga, and you can experience this firsthand. Just the incredible difference coming into a supported posture can make to your flexibility. It's amazing.
Yeah, I just really, really very, very fond of that section, and I go there quite often. Yeah.
Yeah, and as the I don't know, the facilitator, as the creator or whatever I am of this membership community, this section is what I'm most proud of because this is when I say as members you guys get the value added content. This is what we're talking about.
Sure.
This is the primo content that you guys are getting, that we're keeping behind this paywall. This is what you guys are paying for, that we're not giving away from free. We're purposely holding it back for you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, I'm just really enjoying that, and of course the weekly video that you put on every week. I'm a fan of doing that every week. Never
Oh, the
miss it.
membership minute, like when we
No,
do.
the your weekly
Oh, the Namaste class. Yeah.
yeah, namaste class. Yeah, yeah.
So, have you been doing the Focus Living series
Yes.
then?
Oh yes. I haven't missed any of you. Yeah, in years, long, long. Well, since I started, I don't think I've missed any of your weekly namaste videos.
So, did you have a favorite series from Namaste or
Um, no. Oh, well, actually, the gratitude. I really
the
liked.
gratitude series? Yeah.
Yes, it's great. And the inner critic, learned something, but need to definitely do that one again. Yeah, yeah, my little my ego and inner critic was, oh my, they didn't. It's like, I don't know if I can handle this, but you're doing it, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I have a big monkey brain. Oh, that monkey brain just gets the best of me some days. Yeah.
Was it after that series? Did you quit your job after that series?
Yes. Yes, I did.
So it was a big turning point for you, that series,
Yes. Yes.
in your life. Why don't you? So, I mean, this kind
That
of
was
leads
my
into,
part-time job, not my full-time. Yeah, I was
but
kind of
still.
overloading there.
Okay, I'm going to stop sharing our site for a minute, but I think this is really cool because this kind of leads well into our next question, which is that, I think yoga has incredible, and we've been talking a little bit about this, but it has incredible transformational qualities to it. And, we might start practicing, like I started practicing yoga, God, when almost 20 years ago now, when Tim and I when we first got married, and we started working out together, because when I first married him, I put on weight because I started eating like him. And then I was getting really tight because we were working out so much. So I started doing yoga just to stretch out once a week. That's all I started doing yoga for, was to stretch. So, but yeah, you do it, and no matter what you come for, the yoga has this way, I think, of taking hold of you sometimes for some people. So it changes you, it transforms you.
Oh, for sure.
Do you want to speak about how that's happened for you in your life?
Um, I found like the yoga and the meditating and just it's just my whole way of thinking, my whole mindset, uh, just staying away from negativity, trying to stay around positively. If I'm around a group of people, I think I talked about this before, or wrote about it, that and they're talking about people, I just don't want to hear any of that stuff. I just kind of walk away or stand back, of people chatting and gossiping and slander and all that stuff. I find that I'm from doing yoga and meditation. I'm really focused on not caring to be around that kind of thing, and just feeling a deeper love for people. Just just wanting to send love out to people, I love hugging people and just complimenting people and just really focusing on what they have to say instead of just having your mind everywhere else while somebody's carrying on conversations. All of these things, it's all kind of a little bit of everything. It's kind of hard to explain for me, but I just know it's made me a much happier person, a much more content person, much more spiritual person towards God and just my spirit. Just I don't know if any of that makes sense.
It makes a lot of sense to me.
Yeah.
If you were to put that in yoga terms, I hear you say that you are really connected to the yams and niyams. First of all, I hear you saying that you're connected to the first yam, which is ahimsa, which is nonviolence, that you don't want to be around that violent speech, and you don't want to be around non-truthful speech too. So those first yams are so important. I think when you're surrounded by them, to me, I hear you saying that you need to step away from it because the energy of it is harsh for you now. I can relate to that a lot too. I find it really overwhelming as well.
Even with TV and that, I can't, we have TV and I can't watch anything violent at all. Nothing. It just disturbs me. I can't handle it. I would never have been able to, but now it's even stronger that way. I just can only watch very happy things, funny things. Funny is all I have a limit of, I don't know if you've ever heard of the show, Big Bang Theory.
Yeah, I know.
It's all happy and laughing and joking and and that kind of thing, right? And I can't do anything much more than that. John just shakes his head, right? Because he loves his TV. But anyways, so I just find that I have everything has to be. I can't handle any of the turbulent, crazy stuff. Yeah.
I think, Erica asked yesterday about ojas, and it's an Ayurvedic term, and I don't know a lot about it, but I went and looked it up for her, and has to do with it's kind of a term that's like prana. So there's ojas, prana, and tejas, and it has to do with they're almost like koshas, and it has to do with the way that different parts of you vibrate, and also in relation to other things in your world. And part of that is when you have a spiritual practice that you're talking about pratyahara, like withdrawing your senses from certain things, and your sensitivity to other things start to heighten. I
Oh
think really
yeah.
what happens is that you just start vibrating on a different level, and then there's no resonance with that sort of thing anymore. Like you just can't. Whereas before you could vibrate with something like
Yeah.
that,
I can't
and
do it.
another, now it's like, how did I ever relate to that in the past? Well, I think your prana, your energy is just vibrating at a different level now. You can't
Yeah, I
you
can't.
can't sync up with it
Yeah.
anymore.
I just want just peace and calm and
Yeah.
just happy things.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah,
And
just
it's not that you can't, I mean, it's not that you can't connect or bring awareness to suffering in the world, because I think
yeah. Oh
it's
yeah.
important to bring awareness to what's actually happening. But yeah, as entertainment, I'm not. I know Tim and I started watching this program, this of this woman doctor, and her ethics are all over the place, and I'm finding it hard to watch it because her ethics are so well, everybody's ethics in the show actually are all over the place, and it's
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh, this is entertainment, watching people with like terrible ethics, right?
Yeah.
So
Uh,
yeah.
so.
So tell me what you're passionate about outside of yoga when you're not doing yoga, and tell us a bit about your life outside of yoga.
Oh, the grandchildren. I have
Hmm.
two, and one's going to be 1 year old tomorrow.
Oh my
Bride.
goodness. Are you
Yeah.
having a birthday party?
Oh yes. There's to go out after work today before I came home and buy all those little goodies. Yeah, and buy a little something for Adrena too, because she's the older. She's 4 years old. Adrena's 4, and her birthday's in 3 weeks. So there's two birthdays kind of close together.
Two fall babies.
Yeah, I like to go to visit with the grandchildren once a week, and my granddaughter, she likes to take me captive in her bedroom because I've always played with her as a kid. I get like I turn into 4 year old when I'm with her, or a 2 year old, or however old she
Fantastic.
is. And I've always played and acted like a kid, and now she's 4, and now I'm all hers. When I come through the door, she doesn't want me to talk to Rachel or anybody else in the room. She's got me in the bedroom with the door closed. We're playing. And of course, now the little Bryden gets to come too. I said, I can't do this unless Bryden comes too. So anyways, yeah. Yeah, so
What do
that's,
you play? What does she like to play?
I'm the mom. She says, I'm the mom. I'm the mommy, and she's the baby.
Oh, she's the baby.
Or
She,
sometimes we'll play pirates outside when we're outdoors. We're pirates and just like warriors and stuff like that to
that's
run around.
fantastic.
Yeah, yeah, that's
That's great.
yeah, lots
Good
of
for
fun.
you.
Yeah, for sure.
So good thing you're doing your yoga. Sounds like you get down on the ground and run around a lot.
I'm more aware.
I bet.
Yeah, so I'm gonna get lots of rest tonight. That's for sure.
Don't
And
don't
Bryden's
worry.
coming right behind her, so then I'll have two.
Yeah.
Like he's only 1, so he's not as much full of energy as her, as in dragging me around yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he walking yet?
Yes, he was walking at 10 months.
Oh my goodness. So
Yes.
he'll be a going concern very soon.
Yes, and I love to go to the, well, he is kind of now, but not as much as Adrena. She just started preschool, so she's really excited about that. But I go to the farmer's market. It's one thing I love to do every Saturday. Get all my organic goodies. So I try and eat as organic as possible. Just love my veggies and making salads and stuff like
That's
that.
great.
Just, yeah, I just yeah, fruits and veggies and
Do they
sweet.
go year round there?
Yes, they do.
That's
Even though
fantastic.
the selection isn't really great in the winter months,
Yeah,
there's still things you can get. Yeah,
that's great.
yeah. It's a very nice market. A lot of local vendors. Yeah, and
Do some people can and stuff there?
yes,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. Not a lot though. It's most
yeah.
of the ones that I can think of are just like preserves,
Preserves.
like pickles and jams and stuff. But no, yeah. But yeah, there's a guy, he makes pasta. He's called the noodle guy,
Hmm.
and And he makes his own pasta, and his style of making pasta is right from Italy.
Oh, wow.
And I have this pasta I get from, it's called Kimut pasta.
Oh, nice.
And have you heard tell of Kimut?
Mhm.
Yeah. He makes it into a spaghetti for me. I've been buying pasta off him for years.
Mhm.
And he makes all of his own sauces and stuff. So I get him to put it through the spaghetti machine that he has there. And so I have that in bulk. I put it in the freezer, and he has
Oh, wow. So
wonderful.
it's actually like fresh
Yeah,
pasta.
oh yeah, yeah. You
Yeah.
don't. Yeah, you have to. When you get it, it's raw.
Oh, nice.
Uh,
That sounds like a real treat.
yes, and I just get it in bulk and put it in the freezer in little portions. And he has his own sauces. There's one sauce I really like. It's a sun-dried tomato,
Oh.
roasted sun-dried tomato, and it's really good. So
Yeah,
yeah,
tell our other members what it's like to live in Kentville, Nova Scotia, because it's a really great community, isn't it? Tell.
it's a farming community. It's in the valley. It's a valley, and of course, it's all farm related. And the weather here, well, I love the summer. Don't.
we we considered the East Coast when we were moving, actually,
Oh, I
but tell
was
them about the winter. That's why we didn't.
I'd be like on your doorstep, right? Just, um,
The winters are vicious.
oh, last year was just terrible, terrible, terrible. I'm sure you heard all about it, but
When
yeah.
does your snow start? Your snow's going to start.
Well, it varies. The last year it didn't start till January, but once it started, it snowed every day until probably May. So we had like, it was just, it happened all at once instead of sporadically from December till March. It went January, February, March, every single day. So we had huge snowdrifts, like just huge snowdrifts that took forever to melt, right? Like it was just like you couldn't even, the seniors complex that I work at, you couldn't even see out the windows because of where it had snowed and where the snowplow and snowblower had come.
God, talk about cabin fever, right?
Oh man. Yeah, no, I don't I just get the shivers when I think of it. 'Cause-
Yeah, I'm
yeah,
sorry.
no. But I have to do it because this is where my family is, and
Yeah.
yeah, so I'm here. Otherwise I'd probably get John would move back out to Victoria in a second. Like
Yeah, because
I
John's from Victoria. He has family here too.
no, just I used to live out there. My family used to be out there when I was younger, and I lived there from the ages of 10 to 19.
Yeah,
So all these locations that you film at are just
I
so
recognize
like,
them.
hey, wow, Beacon Hill Park still looks the
Yeah.
same, like 30 years later, 40 years later, right? The peacocks are still floating around. And they when I was there, like when I was 20, well, sometimes you forget how old you are. It's like, okay, how many? I was 19, so that would have been 20, 30 years ago. 20, 30, 40, 50, 40.
That's good. You look young. Don't tell everybody your age.
Yeah, yeah, almost 40
So
years.
was Beacon Hill drive-through here, the place with the ice cream?
Did what?
Was the drive-through here when you were here, like with the
No,
ice cream, the soft serve?
oh, no,
Uh,
no. No.
yeah, that place is awesome. I just figured it looks like it's always been here.
Yeah, that,
Well, that's great.
yeah.
Well, anything else you want people to know before we wrap up? I know you put some things down on paper.
Yeah, just the yoga for insomnia. I love the meals that you had in there. The few little meals, like the faux soup
Oh yeah, that would be
and
great.
the doll. The doll.
Yeah, maybe I'll just take them over and show them that. Let me see. Share screen. Okay, so that insomnia series was quite the series because it had recipes in it,
Hmm.
and the menopause series is like that too.
Yeah.
So let me see if we go to the short videos and back to the insomnia series. There's a ways down. There it is. Okay, so cooking class. Yeah. So there's a smoothie and juice video. It had a juice, a smoothie, and a quinoa porridge.
Mhm.
And then there's this lentil and dal video.
Yes, I've made that several times.
Yeah, these are really easy
Mhm.
videos. And then the soup video.
Yes, I make that. I still make that a lot.
Yeah, these were like staples in my house. I haven't made this faux soup, but actually I'm glad you reminded me because it's super easy. I used
Yeah.
to make that all the time. And that dal I used to make all the time. This spice milk,
Oh, I love that.
it's
Yeah.
a great one for this time of year.
Yes, I'm definitely going to get start making it again.
Yeah, it's a really good one to make at this time of year. I've been making we've been making chai lattes a lot lately. So they're somewhat like this, except for they actually have the chai tea in them too. Everybody loves those at our house.
Yeah, sounds delicious.
Yeah, and then do you have a blender,
Yes.
Diane? So the kind of the only difference is that we do this with the tea, and then we put it in the blender and we whir it, so then it gets a foam on the top.
Okay.
So it's like at
Wow.
the cafe.
I'll have to try that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, because I know you make your smoothies, so it's kind
Yeah,
of
I
like
still make that one that your favorite there. That's what I make all the time with the kale and frozen strawberries, frozen mango,
mango.
the mint, the
Oh my God,
ginger, and
that
yeah,
one's good.
that's my only smoothie that I make now.
Yeah, that one's
Yeah, in the
good.
mornings, and I can usually make 2 jars, so it will do me 2 days.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, and at this time of year, it's a good idea to do more warm things for your body. So yeah, it's nice to make the warm teas and stuff like that.
Which I have to start doing that. And just one other thing, Melissa,
Yeah.
the older videos, I've been doing them from number one, and
Yes.
and I don't do them like regular, just whenever I can. I'm up to 56.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so I'm getting there.
Wow. That's
So I've been
great.
doing them like
You've
in order,
accomplishing.
right?
Any favorites from the older ones?
Um, no, I like them
You just
all.
like them all.
I enjoy them. They're just
Yeah.
so different from the ones now.
Yeah, they are. They are. And like I say, I did digestion and wave of the breath yesterday because it's part of the autumn day of silence. And yeah, those are older even than the ones you're talking about, and
I like Wave of the Breath too. That's great.
it's a great class. Yeah, but it's interesting to look back on those older
Yeah.
videos. They're great. The content is fantastic. It's just
Yeah.
for me, it's a trip, right? Looking back at my
Oh,
younger self.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. So you'll definitely have to join us we're going to be filming 300 live.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
just like we
really?
do. Yeah, just like we do for the motivation meetups, we'll have
Mhm.
2 times. So
That would be great.
yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be wild. Eh? Oh, Tim's got his headphones on. He can't hear me, but it's gonna be. It's gonna be. It's gonna be. It's gonna be crazy. I think. I don't
Oh,
know.
for sure. Yeah.
Um,
I was kind of thinking that, when you were thinking about how you're going to do it, and I thought, wow, wouldn't it be nice if we could all just kind of chat to one another? And not that it would be possible, but it entered my mind, just what
yeah,
you're saying. Yeah.
that's what we're gonna
Yeah.
do. I think we'll probably have to pull Trinity from school and get her to manage the comments, like so that because you've been on the motivation meetup,
Mhm.
or maybe I'll get Darlene to do that. She's really good at that too. No, I probably need somebody in the room, so probably Trinity. And yeah, we're gonna do a little walk through the last 6 years, like the history of how it started and what some of the highlights over the last 6 years, and then actually you guys are gonna actually be present for what it's like to film an episode. So it
What?
won't be like a normal class because you'll be there through the cuts and all that stuff, and we'll be chatting through it a bit more too. So it'll be different, but I think it'll be fun.
Yes. Oh, for sure. I can't wait.
I'm excited too,
Yes.
and yeah, It'll be different. I can't believe we're at 300 episodes.
Oh, really? Yeah.
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 Anyway,
Yes.
thank you for being with us, Diane. And I
Okay.
won't keep you much longer because I know it's 8 o'clock there now.
Yes.
And you need your beauty sleep if you're going to be with those gorgeous
Oh,
grandchildren
yes.
tomorrow.
Bright and early. Yeah,
They
for
need you to have your energy.
yeah, yeah, for sure. But it's been great.
Yeah, thank you for being with us and thanks
Yeah.
for taking some time to share your story with us and share some of your favorite parts of the membership site and take time away from your husband and your family. I appreciate that.
Wow, great. It's been wonderful. Really, really enjoyed myself, and it's been great talking to you. It's like you're right here in the room.
Well, it is. It was great to spend this hour with you.
Mhm. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Namaste.
Namaste.
Okay. Have a good night.
You too.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.